Hello everybody, my name is Deku and welcome to MILGRAM, the third trial of reacting to Futa's voice drama. Say hi to live chat, hi! Hi, 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 hi! Yeah, hi! Okay, we're just gonna get into this. I'm really excited for it. Now I'm out of like YouTuber pre-recordedness. We're live, we're doing this live. So yes. Are we all ready? Are we ready? Are we ready for the third trial voice drama? Okay. All right. All right. All right. Good. No, we're not. Still waiting for Moo's envy. Who fucking cares about Moo? Disciples of Amaneism. Fuck you. No. Amaneism is a bunch of bullshit. Don't spam the blushing emoji. What are you doing? All right. Here we go.
Futa, いいか。
ああ、会いたかったよ、看守。
ずいぶん様子が変わったな、フタ。
お前こそ、あの立派な帽子はもう被らないのかよ。
Oh, so S is literally not wearing the hat anymore. That's really funny. But also, it feels symbolic that within the third trial, they're not wearing a hat anymore. I feel like that's probably because of the fact that it's them kind of relinquishing their role as warden. I think that's why they're not depicted with the hat anymore.
いいんだも
う。なるほどね。今見たら、そこまで恐れることはないのかもしれない。あの人の言う通りだ。
なんだ。お前は僕を恐れていたのか。
ああ、今思えばな。お前を恐れていたんだ。俺の行いを明らかにして責めるつもりだってな。
I can already see where this is going. I can already see where this is going. Like he was afraid previously of getting condemned, but now he understands that his sins were correct and justified, right? Due to Amaneism or whatever, right? He believes that he was correct in his crime.
は違うと。
なあ、もうお前がどう思うかなんてどうでもいいんだ。ずっと聞こえてるうるさい声も関係ない。俺の基準はもう別のところにある。
その基準がアマネの開く新しい宗教だということか。
Amane's new religion.
まあ、そうだよ。どうした？なんか文句があるのかよ。
いや。
信仰は自由だろ。
ああ。
Oh, well, faith isn't free. I think there was like an entire thing about Protestants versus Catholics many years ago. You know, Martin Luther, you know, the grievances, you know, all that other stuff, buying your way into heaven. I'm pretty sure that there's some good arguments to say that faith isn't free.
通りだな。
お前が宗教に対してどういうイメージを持ってようと自由だけどな。実際に俺は救われてる。俺にとっちゃそれが全てだ。
確かに。少し元気になったな。安心したよ。怪我の調子はもういいのか。
ああ、この痛みも試練なんだ。そう思えば乗り切れる。
そうか。
I wonder if he lost his eye. Did he lose his eye or did he just damage it? Because there's a very big difference between damaging your eye and losing it entirely, right? And I don't mean just like losing it as in out of his skull. I mean like is his iris, is his everything fucked up, or was it just a little bit of damage to like the sclera and other things like that?
痛まないなら何よりだ。
少し意外だな。お前は俺の信仰を逃げらと表現するかと思ったぜ。
そうかもしれないな。でも深い絶望の中、必死で手繰り寄せた糸が信仰だったということは。
It would make sense thematically if he can't see out of that eye, because that's the eye that has the thing over it, like the eye patch, and that has like the cult logo on it, so it's kind of like symbolic of the fact that he's blinded by faith.
理解できる。
監修。
何かを言う気にはならないな。
変わったな、お前。
お前が言うか。ただ意外ではあったよ。お前はアマネを子供だとバカにしていたと記憶している。勝手な印象だが、そういう相手の話を聞くタイプには思えなかったからな。
That is true. That is true. That is really interesting that the relationship is now recontextualized, right? That of what used to be, but now what is. Also, I just want to mention that Futa's everything looks fucking amazing here, because it really reminds me of like a priest, but then also like his eye patch reminds me of like a jiangshi, which is like a Chinese vampire, the hopping vampire. And obviously the reason why they have like that thing on their face is because of burial rituals and covering the face and other things like that. I keep trying to speed up the video and I forget it's a stream. Insane. I see he can't see out of that eye. Was said in the title because of the yeah. I know, guys, I'm just so good at like streaming and talking that it seems as if this is a pre-recorded thing. It's not. It's not. I see you. I see you. I see you.
俺が間違っていた。間違っていたんだよ。今までの俺が全部。
Yeah, you were wrong. You were wrong too, you dumb bitch. I just got fucking soda everywhere. That was not a good idea. Ugh. Why is S's like PNG so on? That's insane.
お前からは出ない言葉だ。
俺がどんな人殺してミルグラム
Hold on, I need to make sure this is like
に呼ばれたかはもう分かってんのか。
インターネットでの誹謗中傷およびその扇動、その結果誰かが命を落とすことになった。そんなところだろう。
ああ、それで間違いねえよ。俺が炎上を引き起こした。自殺したのは女子中学生だ。
認めるんだな。今までは
あの子は俺が殺したんだ。
That's kind of like what we thought. That's what we knew. We knew that that's what it was. We knew that because of the symbolism in his videos that it wasn't anything like, oh, it must be like this or that, right? He like actually burned down a house. We knew that it was indirect, right? But it was also one of those things where we needed to know that it wasn't like just vigilante stuff. It was just straight up bullying, right? And that was one of the things that I had figured in my trial. Was it trial 2? Because there's, if I remember correctly, I don't remember if I put it in the video or not, that like I had my ideas where it was like either 1, he was just a bully, or 2, he was doing vigilantism, but it doesn't matter which one, because he was doing it for like a selfish reason. And now we understand that what it is, right? And because one of the things we have to remember with MILGRAM and voting is that we're trying to see if we forgive them. But it's not just if we forgive them for the crime they committed in the past, but if we forgive them for who they are now, right? And because you have to remember that like voting is multi-layered, and add 2 more to the burp count. So that's kind of what we have to remember.
叶うなら謝りたい。できないことも分かってる。
お前は正義のためだと言っていたはずだ。
それを理由にしていただけだった。別に大層な理由なんてなかった。人生退屈でつまらなかった。炎上系インフルエンサーなんてもてはやされて、結局人が不幸になるところが好きだったんだよ。自分の快感を満たすために正義を、世直しを名乗っただけだ。その結果。
And that was the other thing that I said in my video. What is justice? Justice is not something that has a definitive form and definition. It is nebulous. It fits the definition for those that are using it, right? I know, talking about justice, and I have a One Piece poster behind me, but forgiving someone can also affirm the prisoner. Exactly. That's the big thing, is we have to remember what voting does. What does voting do in this series? If you forgive somebody, are you saying that you forgive them for their crime, or are you trying to affirm them? Or are you trying to, like, save them from themselves, that sort of thing, to stop them from dying, instead of giving them a guilty verdict and having Kotoko or one of the other people, like Amane, going after them? Or do you say that they're guilty because they deserve punishment, or punitive, or rehabilitative, or anything like that, and then trying to see what happens next? God, I missed doing this. I missed doing this. Slop drama YouTube. Dude, Futa was Turkey Tom? Truth nuke. Truth. Dude, I heard a rumor. Dude, I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor that Futa was a drama slop YouTuber. He talked about lolcows on YouTube and talked about Dream SMP constantly because teenagers on Twitter were talking about it.
推しに至らせた。俺は人殺しだよ。間違いない。
その考えに至ったのはAmaneの宗教がきっかけなのか。
あの人がAmaneが俺に教えてくれたことってなんだかわかるか？
いや、詳しい教義までは知らない。僕が知っているのは治療行為を禁忌としているらしいことくらいだ。
俺を立ち直らせる方法だよ。俺のやったことを真剣に聞いてくれたんだ。本当に俺が思ってることを引き出してくれた。俺のバカさ加減を叱ってくれて、俺が本当に反省するまで。
Because one of the things that it really seems like within Amane's religion is that it seems like it really upholds itself and predicates itself on collectivism, but like in a bad form of collectivism, almost like hive mind, cult mind, right? Not, socialist collectivism or anything like that. And what it seems it also does is uplifts a very bad, like, just individualism, almost like hyper individualism, like, right, where it's like trying to make you understand your place in the world and how important you are and everything like that. Like, your pain is your own and you don't deserve help, you need to do it on your own. Like a toxic form of individualism, bigger than just individuality and uniqueness, but saying that it's your fault, you have everything that's on your thing, right? And that's different from like liberal individualism, which says that you're the only one that's important, that sort of stuff, that dumb shit.
付き合ってくれたんだ。
アマネが。
笑えるだろ。小学生の道徳みたいな綺麗な話をずっと大真面目にしてんだ。嘘をついちゃいけない。人に迷惑をかけちゃいけない。他人の不幸を喜んじゃいけない。人の道を外れちゃいけない。毎日真剣にだぜ。
そうなのか。
あの人は真剣に俺を救おうとしたんだ。俺みたいなやつを。おかげで自分の行いを見つめ直すことができた。そうなってみりゃ日々芽生えるのは罪の意識だ。自分の行いの重さがのしかかる。きついよな。どうしようもねってのは。
The thing that I'm getting at is that Futa seems to have wanted to feel like he was innocent the entire time, right? He was voted guilty, and then he was voted innocent, right? What was the results? He was voted guilty and then innocent, and then I forget how the voting went, but it feels like he wanted himself to feel innocent. So he sought that out after getting a guilty verdict and went to Amane. And Amane reaffirmed his want of being innocent. So I think that's one of the things that is happening here. And we also need to take that into context with everything else, is that it doesn't matter if we vote him innocent or guilty, because he just wants he wants to reaffirm himself. Right? And that's kind of like what I'm feeling from this entire thing. He was voted innocent last time. Okay.
僕はそれでも指導や真昼を殺したその宗教を肯定することはできない。
That is true.
そうだろうよ。
お前は何も思わないのか。
思うよ。でも俺にはあの人を信じるしか道がない。
お前は
治療禁止なんつうのはまともじゃねえよ。分かってる。俺に説いていたのも子供が語るありふれた綺麗事なのかもしれねえ。分かってる。でも間違いなく俺にとっちゃ救いだったんだ。ダメな俺のこと救われるって、ここからでもやり直せるって、信じてくれる誰。
See, exactly. This is what I was just talking about, is that he seems that he wants to be viewed as innocent no matter what. He wants his worldview to be reaffirmed, right? That he can be saved. He's not hopeless, right? And that is something that I'm curious about, is they. But I feel like when he says they, he doesn't just mean Amane, and not like a DID Amane situation. I think he means they as a replacement word for the entire idea of the religion and cult. Is Amane non? Actually, children can't decide if they're non-binary because they're fucking stupid. Gender is too complex, so we need to force gender onto kids based on what they want, despite the fact that gender is a social construct and can be whatever the fuck you want it to be because it's a social role.
誰かが必要だった。殺した人間にだって祈り続ければいつか謝罪の気持ちが届くって言ってくれたらよ。それを信じるしかないだろう。
Exactly. That's exactly what I think it is. Exactly. That's exactly what I think it is. I think it's just that like Amane is representing the entire religion, and that's why Futa says they.
なんだよその顔。お前が救ってくれてもよかったんだぜ。
僕はお前に愛に救われるなんて言わないよ。言えない。
そうだよな。
僕は神ではない人間だからだ。
ああ、お前が正しいよ。でも俺は弱いから、俺が罪に向き合うにはそれしかないから、あの人についていく、そう決めたんだ。
間違っていたとしてもか。
ああ、間違ってたとしてもだ。
What the fuck did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say about wanting to have his beliefs affirmed and like reinforced through Amane, whether they were right or wrong? He just wants his own justification.
食われた俺くらいはついていってあげたい。
ついていってあげたい。
あの人の根幹にあるのは生きづらいくらいの純粋さだと思うからよ。近くにいてやりてえんだ。
そうか。
お前があの人と話すときに
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he does view it as wrong because he said that he would apologize, but in his mind, it doesn't matter if it was wrong or not. Wrong is just whatever to him, right? Because the entire point of what he was talking about is like morals and, playground or like kindergarten ethics and morals and other things like that, where he's just like attributing morals and things like that to it when it doesn't matter because all he wants to do is be, accepted. And what he believes and all this other stuff. Am I though? Am I misinterpreting him? I mean, if you want to give me your interpretation, go ahead. Because, I don't have just one interpretation of this right now. One is that I feel like he's following Amane to have his thoughts reaffirmed, and, he's doing, moralism and, just kind of, attributing stuff. And two is also the really basic one that I don't know if I like, whether it's right or not, is that he's just following Amane because he believes in her. He believes in the religion. He thinks that the religion is correct because it accepted him. And that's what he wants, is just acceptance. Which is kind of similar to the first one, but different. And instead of it putting focus on himself, it's putting focus on the other party. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying is that he viewed himself as wrong and he just wants acceptance. Exactly. He just wants to be given a second chance, and because Amane gave him a second chance, he's being biased towards her and is following her and doing all this other stuff. Is the only way to affirm his own innocence. He doesn't care about the nature of it so long as it convinces him. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because I genuinely think what's going on is what I just said is, one, he thinks that he just wants to be accepted even if what he views is wrong. He just wants acceptance. And two, and is following along kind of blindly because that's symbolic of the eye patch and stuff. And two is that he is trying to find self-justification and other things like that. And which is different than acceptance. He's trying to actively justify what he did. Yeah.
できれば救ってやってくれよ。俺と違って 自分でやり直すことができる人だ。
自分なりにできることはやってみるよ。なあフータ、
なんだよ。
お前は今許されたいと思っているのか？
最初に言っただろ。お前がどう思うかなんてもうどうでもいいって。許されようと許されなかろうと、俺にできることは殺した人間に謝り続けることだけだよ。
It's all because that's the other thing is I feel like it's also a corrupted view of acceptance and like forgiveness, right? That's what I'm also getting at is that it's like a thing like, oh, I want to apologize, but I'm also going fucking insane and I joined a cult. It reminds me of like how people are like, oh my god, I did such bad things in my life. Okay, let me go join a cult. It's like, oh my god, I was an alcoholic and I'm not an alcoholic anymore because I joined a cult. Because ever since T1, he'd already accepted his crime, but then maybe bad writing. Did we ever think about that?
罪を犯した人間はやり直せるのかな？
さあどうかな。そこまで考える余裕はねえよ。お前はどう思うんだ？
わからない。でも誰かの許すの一言。
Axe, you were literally the person last stream that was talking about like, what if it's just bad writing?
だがそのきっかけになればいいなとは思うんだ。
なんだよお前、俺のことを許そう
Because
とし
the other third thing is that we need to remember is that Amane is manipulating Futa. Like that objectively, that's what's going on. Is that she is manipulating Futa. But we also can't just view Futa as something that is being manipulated. We also need to leave him alone. Is that we have to remember that Futa is also his own person still, and that's what this trial video is supposed to say, is that it's not just on Amane. There is still internal justifications and personality traits that are actively doing stuff and attributing.
のか。
それはまだわからない。
だろうよ。
でも安心しろ。僕の中の誰かはきっとお前を許すよ。
どういうことだ？
まだ確信を得ているわけではないんだ。
Hi, Mrs. Abortion Lady Yuno Kashiki.
なんだよ。
おそらく僕の中には複数の意志が存在する。
What are you talking
何言
about?
ってんだ？
もしかしたらこれ自体がミルグラムの機能の一つなのかもしれないが。
どういうことだよ。
思い当たる節はいくつもあった。記憶の欠落、今度真反対の思想、価値観の同居、そしてアイデンティティの誤認。それこそとっさに自分を複数人だと認識してしまうような。
自分を複数人だと。
ああ、
SDID confirmed? I do think that it's really interesting that they included the motif of religion in the way, because it's something that I don't see often represented. People turning to religion to justify their... Yeah.
まるでアマネのようだろう。そして何より僕自身は審判に参加していない。
Insane.
許す許さない。
He's actually...
おい、俺たちも許す
They're
許さない。
both
自分で決めたやつだ
understanding
よ。
it.
正確には
You know what? Fuck you, Makoto. I accidentally used the wrong pronouns for S because of you. Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Yeah.
審判の際に僕
I
の
think what's funny is that we don't even know. The fandom just uses they because they don't know what S is, right? There's no indication that they're non-binary. We just don't know what they are.
中に何者かの意志が流れ込んでくるのを感じる。そしてそれはおそらく無数の意志。
Yeah.
何万、いや、何十万の規模の お前たちが監獄の中で聞いたという自分を許さない人々の声という証言とつなげることもできる。僕は意識の落葉に飲まれて消える。
What if time out Makoto for a minute because they misgendered as? Saline, time out Makoto because they misgendered as. Chocobo, time out Makoto for 1 minute. S in their fourth wall break, yeah. I'm gonna scream really loud. I want that guy banned for a fucking month! Tell us how you really feel.
気づいたら終わっているんだ。審判は。
じゃあなんだ、俺たちの許す許さないをその何十万の誰かが勝手に話し合ってるとでも言うのかよ。
あくまで可能性の話
It's
だ。
just a possibility. Guys, it's just a possibility that maybe there's 100,000 people inside of me that's constantly voting if you're innocent or guilty. And I actually have no way of interpreting those except for just being the vessel for them.
話としちゃ面白い。意味で笑えるぜ。まるで昔の俺たちだ。
そうかもしれない。だから僕はミルグラムのことをもっと知る必要がある。他の誰でもない自分だけの選択をするために。それ自体がミルグラムの意思に反するのかもしれないけどね。
変わったもんだな。何かにつけてミルグラムって言
The
ってるや
guy.
つ。それこそまるで宗教みたいによ。
本当にそうだな。覚えてるか？お前が僕とお前は同類だと言ったこと。
な、言ったな。
あの時は否定したが、お前の言う通りだ。僕とお前は同類だ。
な、
自分がないからすがっていたんだ、ミルグラムに。僕にはそれしかないから。
じゃあお前はなんでミルグラムに使ってればいいじゃねえか。
決まってる。お前たちが大切だからだ。
You're
お前
all
たちがミルグラ
precious
ムに
to
よって裁
me.
かれるのが本当に正しいのか分からなくなったからだ。すぐるのをやめられたかどうかは分からないけどね。今だって怖い。分からないことばかりだ。曖昧だったものに触れるのは怖い。怖くてたまらないよ。でも僕にとって、そしてきっと僕の中のたくさんの人間にとって、お前たちは大切なものになりすぎた。何人も失って分かった。僕はバカだから。僕の中の誰かはそんなことを
Someone inside me.
そんなことね。そんなことねえよ。です。俺いろんな人間見てきたんだ。自慢じゃねえけどよ。
フータ。
人間なんて全員バカだ。全員どこかしら間違ってる。
Well, if you time them out just for just a minute, they should be able to talk now. Yeah.
それが人間だろ。俺が保証してやる。
何が言いたいんだ。
もう何言ってるかわかんねえけどよ。なんかよ、お前も普通の人間だっつうことじゃねえのかよ。それでいいじゃねえか。
Is that supposed to
励ま
encourage
して
me?
くれてるのか。
知らねえよ。思ったことを言っただけだ。時間だな。まだやんのか。
ああ、ミルグラムの監視としてじゃない。ただの僕として、お前のことを知りたいから。
そうかよ。なあ、です。
なんだ。
どうするかはこれから決めるんだろうけど、できればこのミルグラムという場所をぶっ潰してくれ。俺の代わりにな。ここはクソだぜ。俺が言うんだから間違いね
ゆっくり考えてみるよ。僕だけの選択を。それだけは自分で決めるから。
あ
フータ。
あ、
今からミルグラムの力でお前の心象を覗かせてもらう。
プライバシーの侵害だろ。ふざけんな。
お前の言う通りだったな。
だろ。
ああ、楽しかったよ、フータ。
じゃあな、S。
梶山フータ、お前の罪を歌え。
Every single one of these voice dramas feels so definitive and like has such like a sense of finality to it. We are now moving on to the voice or the music video. He's literally saying the lyrics of Purge March. Oh my god! Holy shit! Ha 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 ha! Holy shit. We're going to read this at the very end. Okay, so stick around for a second. But this is insane. This is insane. One, it wasn't My Hero or who was it I thought was the stalker? It wasn't any of them that was the one that was actually taking pictures. It was fucking Futa. Futa was the one that was doing the stalking in the very first thing of MILGRAM, showing like the house being taken photos of. It was Futa the entire time. The song is good. I really do like the song. The song is very good. This was very, very good. But we can also clearly see some stuff about this that's just really nails home the fact that I'ma say it. Futa guilty. Not forgiven. I am not forgiving this motherfucker. I'm not forgiving him. Fuck this guy. Complete switch up. Complete fucking switch up. Complete switch up. I don't care. Guilty. We see here in the very beginning that he's literally just singing the like doctrine of Amaneism. It's so symbolic. In Purge March, Amane was in a snowy area holding an intact flag, and yeah, holding him, at least personally, he doesn't feel any different to me. What switch up? It feels like stuff we already. Well, yeah, no, I know, but like, remember, I voted Futa innocent in the first trial, and then I said that he was guilty, or maybe I forget exactly what I said, but I remember I was a little bit more lenient towards him. I was like, maybe that there's a reason for it. Maybe there's like some deeper like nuance to it. But now, no, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. The moon and crow symbolism, and raven symbolism specifically, is very interesting because ravens/crows are have a really interesting symbolism in Japan, where it, like death and watching and stalking and other things like that. May look very, very bad, but forgive him, trust. No, I'm not. No, absolutely not. I'm not doing it. The AMV caught me off guard here because he claims to not care about the doctrine or anything, but he could just be fucking lying. I was thinking about maybe innocent, and then he joined the cult. I don't want. Yeah, I don't. No amount of innocent. Like, even if it's like, oh well, maybe he's just being manipulated. It doesn't matter, right? Vote him guilty because we do not need Amaneism to spread. You want him innocent so he goes to jail. He's not going to go to jail. We don't know for a fact what will happen at the end of MILGRAM if you vote them innocent or guilty, if they're just going to go to prison or not, or if they're going to die if you go to... No. You need to understand the context and pretext of what is happening within MILGRAM. You cannot just assume that, oh, well, we need them to be let out. We need to vote them as they are now and what they did in the past, and also who they are as a person within MILGRAM. No, he literally did. He literally just fucking doxed her. Like, this wasn't even something like, oh, I figured, I know where she lives. No, he literally is doing all this shit of figuring out where she lives based on all this other shit, like literal social engineering of doxing, and then finding out where this is, and then to the point to where he like looks at the reflection in her eyes to find out where she lives. Oh, he lives next to her. Oh, okay. He also went to her school? Yeah, I don't think this is literal, because if it's literal, that's insane. But you can't even do this in real life. It's insane to be able to do this in real life because of how hard it is. Yeah, I will. I'll read it at the very end. Don't worry. Insane. It's like he liked abusing her, but the moment that she was gone, he felt bad about it. But then he's like, he's hurting, but he doesn't want... He wants to be forgiven, not because it was wrong, but because the fact that he just doesn't want the drama and the pressure of it all. Oh my god, the eyes changing. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's so good. That's awesome. Yeah, I really do enjoy it. But it is very interesting that he picks up a flag where literally the middle of it is gone. And I feel like that's symbolic to say that the cult doesn't matter to him. It's just the fact that he's being reaffirmed and justified and being accepted by Amane, that's all that matters. Not the cult itself and the doctrine, but he will accept the doctrine. It's more of the fact of the symbolism behind being accepted that matters to him. So that's what I think. That's what I think is going on here. Now we need to an undead hero. Literally as if he died and then came back to life and is being like puppeteered and shit. All right. Born in 1999 in Osaka City, Osaka Prefecture, Futa Kajiyama is a student at a university in Tokyo, living on his own. He is bored, idling away his time with no sense of purpose or goals for the future. His hobby is to scoop viral controversies on social media. He is literally a drama slop YouTuber. He once made go viral an inappropriate post by a restaurant employee. He exposed identifiable information, sent letters of grievances to the company, and extracted a public apology. This experience further whetted his appetite and habit of social media monitoring. Futa reveled in the success, repeatedly dispensing vigilante justice, and made a name for himself as an influencer within this community. He kept watch over social media activities, discovered wrongdoers, imparted vigilante justice, and received accolades from his peers. Within this echo chamber, he quenched his thirst for justice. Wrongdoers will disappear from this world because of him. He did not doubt what he was doing was just. That day, what Futa found was a post by a middle school girl. The middle schooler had posted on his social media feed a picture of herself wearing a hat that she had not yet purchased at a clothing store at a shopping center. Futa knew instinctively this action, so small and insignificant, could go viral at his hands. The reason? Because she was just so beautiful, and he understood thoroughly the inclination of his peers. Literally, cancel culture. Genuinely just fucking cancel culture. Well, that doesn't matter. You can do some good as a vigilante, right? Look at pedophile hunters. Pedophile hunters are exposing pedophiles, but they're not doing it because of pedophilia. They're doing it for their own sense of righteousness and self-fulfillment. They're not genuinely wanting to bolster material conditions of the people that are being hurt by these pedophiles. They just want to use the pedophiles for content. Futa got to work immediately, citing her infractions as copyright infringement, immoral conduct, and other seemingly righteous reasons, lighting a scandalous fire. He flooded social media with this post, along with his inflammatory commentary, and it spread like fire among his followers, thirsty for new scandal. Further research uncovered that this middle school girl was Futa's neighbor. Futa set off right away. He took pictures of her actual house, further escalating the exposure of identifiable information. The girl, who finally got wind of the scandal, desperately responds by claiming that this was a matter within the scope of personal replication and as such not a crime. However, a fire once lit will not die. Futa sneers as he watches the fire grow. One day, Futa is walking by the girl's house and he sees her funeral taking place. As soon as this scene enters his sight, he turns down his gaze and walks by. His heart races uncontrollably. His sweat is cold, his legs shaking. He locks himself in his house and curls up with his head between his knees. From his phone that he threw on his bed, notifications will not stop ringing. Save all subsequent data to MILGRAM. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. No, guilty. Absolutely fucking guilty. I don't care. I don't care. I don't think that there is any justification for this to a middle schooler in other way, in anything like this, right? That middle schooler was not Amane. That middle schooler wasn't like a 1 in a billion child of doing wrong and other things like that. Genuinely just a middle schooler who was doing other things, and he found her as being vulnerable and exploitable for his own gain. That's what he was doing. That's fucked up. Guilty, 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 guilty. Fucking guilty. Guilty as fuck. Guilty as fuck. Hit him with hammers. Get him under the guillotine. Line up against the wall. Face the fucking wall. Oh. Face the wall. Face the wall. Face the wall. Someone translated the comments on Futa social media confirmed to be suggestively pedophiles. Yeah. I think Deku might find him guilty or something. It's just me. Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you to the members and patrons, aka the Ultimate Fleet. Saline, Peachy Bun, Sleepy Sheepy, Lolo Bartazal, Finch R, Eminelli, Bell, Lily McMillan, Henri, Shira, Angel313, Andrew Ortega, Ariana Henry, Yoan, Test, Helen, Miles Morales, Buglarka Boggy, Another Dragon, Moonze W, On You, Lind the Vocaloid Nerd ARG, Distar, Leah, Yui Izumi, AT, Chocobo / Chris, Annie, Shen Guang, Number 1 Ash Bradley fan, Michaela Malone, Gondala, Haruka Sakurai, It's Hope, Mealy, Sin Amon Klein, CEO, Ori, Questionable Decisions, Indami Sochiro, Shali, Purist Failure, Shelly, Joe, Futa Kajiyama, Nami WP, Kaku, Gukan, Mono, Cerulean, Brixie, Undying Flames, Nail, Rookie Go Boom, Pregnant Valentino, Hey, Makoto Kayano, Luca, Lunar Eclipse, Valis, Tivita, Anna Beatrice, Lodikosi Kos, Ariana Scroggins, Zahara Yavuz, Lidit Katrayan, Hania Jankuwaska, Maria Rosales, Saiva, Game Roblox, Catherine Stacy. And now, a very special thank you to the paid tiers, starting with Fresh Pirates, Yui Izumi, Shelly, Angel313, Haruka Sakurai, Flowers, and Amelie. And now for the crewmates, Saline, Makoto Kayano, and Shelly. And finally, an enormous declaration of veneration to the highest paid members, Shelly. If you wish to support me, you can do so through the links in the description down below. You are all a part of the crew, but only some get recognized. You can join for free or become paid through the links in the description down below. It's as low as 99 cents or $2.50 a month. Thank you so much.